Dr. Bradley Meyer of the Okoboji Wellness Clinic, located in Spirit Lake. Good morning, Dr. Meyer.
Morning, Nate.
And we're going to talk about something called Wellness Wednesdays. So what exactly is that, and when is that being held?
It is from 6:30 to 7:30 on Wednesday nights, and it's going to start June 28th, and it's going to be a weekly event. You'll come to the clinic space, and we'll have featured speakers starting largely in our clinic. So we've got a lot of different health professionals that have their craft and their specialty that you can come and ask them questions and learn more. So that may mean our functional nutritionist, Molly Avery, our functional medicine provider, Ellie Stokey, and we've got a multitude of other folks that do massage, craniosacral, lymphatic, and then as well we've got a gentleman, Brian Radke, that will likely be part of the speaker series as well, to talk about what he does, which is working on emotion and stress and trauma and how that affects the subconscious brain. So many exciting things that we offer, angles to getting people better. We want to give the opportunity for folks in the community to come ask questions and see the physical space, get a better idea of what we do, and then it'll be kind of like a question answer session that will follow a little talk. And again, one topic that will be coming up is a big area that we've worked on through the clinic over the course of the last year, and that's cognition and memory. So there's a lot more that you can do with memory than it's a long game, and so sometimes it can be 30 to 40 years the first signs of slowing down of the memory or some memory changes, and most people think of it as a late in life type of thing. So the earlier you get to it, the better it is. There are things that you can do late in life, which we've been doing with hyperbaric therapy, and amongst some other treatments and tools that we have in the clinic to help with memory and cognition, and had some great success with. But early on, there's things such as inflammation that can have a big effect on cognition and changes in memory, as well as blood flow. As we get older, blood flow to the brain tissue. So getting into the nitty-gritty and the details of some of those early signs and what we can do, and there's a lot more we can do to prevent the dementias and the Alzheimer's, that cognitive slowing that we once thought, but it's easier to do if you do it early on. So that would be one example of an area that we would go. We would talk about memory, but there are other salient topics that apply to looking at people's health and wellness, maybe through the angle of diabetes. So a talk on diabetes and how we at the clinic might take a little bit different approach to diabetes and getting our body in a position where it's able to heal and rely on less medication, and maybe there's a bridge with some supplements in the process, but that would be another example. And then people from the community, where we want to bring some folks in that are on this health mission as well, that whether it's local chiropractors, it's folks in yoga studios, even I'd like to have Calvin Thiessen come in. I haven't talked to him about that yet, but he's at Cherry Lane Farms, and talk about microgreens and how huge microgreens are, and wheatgrass for these are phytonutrients is what they are, but they're power-packed energy producers that just are so good for the body and keeping us in good shape. So there's water quality, farming as it relates to and meat and all these things really all tie in some way to health and wellness. And so talking about getting these folks in and all under the same umbrella to have some really interesting conversations. So.
And when those patients come in, you guys have done an excellent job just trying to help them live life better. That's
right.
kind of the whole thing with Okoboji Wellness Clinic is to live life better, but it starts with, eating the right foods, taking hyperbaric treatments, and getting back to what they were 10 years ago, or even further back for
Correct.
that matter.
It's a focus on restorative health and helping the body get to a position where it's optimally in a space to get to a healing mode, and a lot of times we are inhibited or it's tough to get there because of the different toxins that surround us, and that can again be what we drink, what we're exposed to in cleaning products. It could be mycotoxins, which is mold. Again, what's the water quality? What's the food quality? And where are we getting our food? Where are we sourcing our food? All that is really, really important on our health. And so big part of that is educating the community. And once you have an education, then on some of these topics, you can make choices that are best for you. So again, it's like we like to offer choices, and as a family practice doc, I again do routine medical care, which is prescribing traditional medication, but my big interest has become learning more about the other way to get ourselves into that state of healing and get ourselves more healthy. So in the process, we've surrounded ourselves in this clinic, this integrative clinic, with a lot of amazing folks and tools and techniques that we can introduce and are introducing to the community to have as another option. So sometimes we will bridge with prescription medications in the process of trying to get off of them responsibly over time. But some people, again, may say, well, I don't want to take the time to peel the layers off the onion, and I'm satisfied where I'm at. I want to continue with the prescription medications. That's fine too. Coming in for a monthly membership through the direct primary care with me as a family doc at the clinic, that's also an option. So it's, we welcome everybody.
So again, that's Wellness Wednesday, starting next week Wednesday, 6:30 to 7:30 at the clinic.
First topic's going to be on hyperbaric therapy, and so all the nuts and bolts on hyperbarics that you may have to ask: is it right for me? How does it work? What does it look like? We'll let you come in and look at our clinic and see the hyperbaric chambers. What does the process look like? How many treatments would I need? Would my family member benefit? How long has this been around? Why aren't more doctors aware of this and doing this? Is it safe? All these big questions that you have we'll address, and anything else.
And in Spirit Lake is the location, and remind folks location and phone number.
Yep, 712-339-6024. You can call at any time to set up appointment or to ask our staff any questions of the services we provide. And we are right next to Fix Ace Hardware on Highway 71 in Spirit Lake, and that is 3305 Burquist Avenue. So the building right north of Fix Ace Hardware.
Well, Dr. Bradley Meyer, thank you so much for coming in and letting us know about ways that we can live life better.
Thanks, Nate.
That's Dr. Bradley Meyer with the Okoboji Wellness Clinic.